What Lin Shidong needs to improve is his forehand and footwork, and the first 3 shots. In these 3 areas, practicing the backhand system is of no issue. The first 3 shots, including forehand footwork and forehand movement ability and forehand accuracy, these are what he needs to improve. After all, still young, 20 years old, right? 20 years old. And there's still a lot of room for growth and ability. It's the first time reaching the finals. I think it's not easy. Winning and losing is very so normal. If you let Lin Shidong intensely train his backhand right now, that would purely be detrimental to him. Yesterday, from the first ball to the end, it was the first time I watched Lin Shidong play against a European. Honestly, I hadn't watched before. But from the first ball to the last, he lost because of his abilities in the first 3 strokes and forehand. He gave Hugo too much room, way too much space. Plus, it might also be because it's his first time entering the finals. His first time in the finals of the 3 major competitions, which possibly affected his aura and his sense of gan. Concentration might be a bit weaker, but that's okay. He's 20 years old. I think when you were 20, you hadn't participated in such competitions. He's already very outstanding. There was another competition I was at in Korea, the Korea Open. I made it through the qualifiers by... After that, in the main event, they switched 3 people for me. I don't know if anyone in the live stream has heard about it. I remember, in the first round, I drew against someone from Korea, and they changed it for me, saying it didn't count. In the second round, I drew against another Korean, and they told me it didn't count again, and changed it. In the third round, I drew against someone from China, and they told me it counted. You see, this is really unprofessional. Let's not even talk about professionalism. Just really unprofessional. I think such a situation wouldn't occur in commercial matches, right? He couldn't beat those 2 Korean players, so they had to switch. Besides, I made it through the qualifiers, and he said losing to me would deduct full points. He definitely wanted to change. Yes, drew against Yanan from China. Yes, you even know, but I didn't play against Yanan either. No, at that time when I drew Yanan, I told our team translator, I said I let him tell Guo Yueping. I said tell him Chike said that this also doesn't count, but he didn't get it through. I said if it didn't go through, then I won't play. Why were the first 2 times you said it didn't count? But when I said the third one didn't count, you accepted it, right? This is unreasonable. Either we both agree it counts, or we both agree it doesn't. If we draw a lot that satisfies either of us, and we both agree, then it counts. All right. Either we take the first time as the standard, we must uphold fairness, justice, and transparency. Right. This is already unjust, unfair, and non-transparent. So I also say it doesn't count. So for those parents who want their kids to go professional or become experts, take note. Our boys, don't let them change to anything involving strength, or I'm talking about boys at the age of 7, 8, including 10, 11. If the coach asks you to change your kick, forehand and long pimples, except for chopping, it's just because he wants your child to help him achieve results. He won't genuinely consider your future development. So for boys, it's better to develop both sides with a regular forehand to nurture your child. The last time I encountered a child who played with reverse, the coach finally asked him to switch to defensive play, and he himself didn't even know what defensive play was. Isn't this just to make the child win for him? If you want to go professional, aiming for a higher level, in the men's line, don't play with pimpled rubbers. There's no development space, definitely not. Girls, it's hard to say, but boys shouldn't have these kinds of fantasies. Of course, I remember Xiang Peng. Xiang Peng is a kid from the Zhejiang team, right? From the Zhejiang team. How old is Xiang Peng? I remember it was around 2004 or 2005. When he played in the national championship, I played against him, and after we finished playing, I also gave him, I remember at that time, I gave him 5 sponges. A backhand sponge. I gave him the backhand sponge. It was Butterfly. He couldn't use my forehand sponge because his coach was Wang Jianjun, who is also the head coach of the Zhejiang team now. Because in the national team, Wang Jianjun, around the time before the 2008 Olympics, was sparring with Wang Hao, Ma Lin, and Wang Lixin, and then also sparred with me and Ma Long, so it was particularly challenging. At that time, he was the coach, and he told me that the child's playing was quite good. I played against him, and I think I only won 3-2. I remember afterward, I thought he indeed had a lot of potential, so I gave him 5 sheets of sponge. Actually, the sponge isn't important. It's mainly to give him some sort of encouragement. Was Xiang Peng born in 2003? I remember it was around 2004. Then by that calculation, he should be in the same batch as Lin Shidong, I guess. Xiang Peng plays quite well. Yes, in order to train with us, Wang Jianjun changed his paddle from a round one to a square one, like the one Liu Chengmin used. Wang Jianjun should be in year 2006. Let me explain to everyone. Lost 2 championships in 2006. Once during the direct Bremen event, it was probably at 2-1, 7-3, 10-6 at some point. Wang Liqin, we all called him Liga, came out and won that match, directly qualifying for our team in the World Championship in Bremen, which was definitely to win the championship. That's the first. In May, before May, during the trials for Bremen, a championship was lost, and in the end, he wasn't included. Second, in October 2006, I recall it was in Wuxi, if I'm not mistaken. It should have been the national championships in Wuxi. You can help me check that. Against brother Ma Lin, brother Ma was leading 3-1 and 10-3. In the finals, I lost in the quarterfinals to Wang Jianjun. We call him brother Jen, or some people call him brother Jun. I lost to him in the quarterfinals. But in the finals, Wang Jianjun was leading Ma Lin in the 5th game, 10-3, 3-1, and 10-3, but lost. Didn't he lose 2 championships in 1 year, right? Isn't it? This match was so classic. Maybe what I said, Coach Wang now doesn't like to hear it. Maybe he doesn't want to recall this anymore. Let me explain it to everyone. Try to understand. This just shows that at the time Li Jie, including brother Ma, the spirit of not admitting defeat and their attitude of wanting to win the match, they achieved it to the extreme. It might not be relaxing, maybe just slightly unfocused, and they can be overturned by them. Still, there is the ability to turn the game around. You lack the ability. Just being serious and not wanting to lose isn't enough. You also need ability, and without it, it won't work. I remember Li Jie. Li Jie was always Wang Liqin. Li Jie, Dali, as you commonly call him, Li Jie never arrived late to training. He was always the first to arrive. Attitude. Isn't this classic enough? These are real events that happened in our team. I guess some of the friends here weren't even born in 2006, right? Many of them. Yes, it's just sharing information. Anyway, I don't have the ability to come back from being 1-3 behind, or losing 3-10. I don't have that ability. You say 1-2 behind, 6-10, 7-10 behind. I still have a chance, but you say 1-3 behind, 3-10 behind. I don't have that ability. I definitely can't come back. That was a national championship. I remember back then, Ma Lin had already won many national championships, yet he still fought so hard and didn't give up. I think this spirit is indeed worth learning from. Truly impressive. Yes, brother Ma in the World Cup. He should be called Mr. Table Tennis, not just Mr. World Cup. That's a godlike presence. 3-time World Cup winner, Ma Lin, Coach Ma. I don't remember. Anyway, it should be either year 2001 or year 2000. In the year 2000. I remember. Not just 3 times. Brother Ma should have won more than 3 times. 4 times. Right? I remember more than 3 times. Currently, has anyone won the men's singles World Cup championship 5 times? No. 4 times. Right? I think it's more than 3 times. It should be 4 times.
Incredible. 4 times men's singles World Cup champion. That's amazing.
And everyone think about it. Coach Ma uses the penhold grip. Penhold, not the shake hand style. He's part of the penhold block system, which in our Chinese team, penhold is called, what is it? Block and fast attack, right? What's it called? Penhold, what is it called? Just blocking. Fast attack. Fast attack, right?
Close to the table, fast attack.
It's fast attack, combined with loop drive. He uses the penhold grip, mostly pushing over, not really using the backhand much. Winning the World Cup Singles Championship 4 times. Those people are not human. They're gods, right? The singles champion of the 2008 Olympics, even though his playing style was really outdated, very outdated indeed, by the later stage of his career. he can still compete among these top-tier athletes. So it's not just about technique, but also his competitive spirit towards the game, his understanding and insight into table tennis. That's beyond ordinary.
Left push, right attack, yes, got it.
Peng also won 4 times, right? I remember it wasn't 5 times. How can Yu Guo be just a flash in the pan? He reached the top 16 in the Olympics, the top 8 in the Olympics, and even the top 4 in the Olympics. Practically better with each Olympic appearance. How can he be just a flash in the pan? You're talking nonsense. He has absolute strength, plus a bit of luck. Angry. How can winning the Singles World Cup be just a flash in the pan? You people really look at how much effort they put in, how hard they work. I remember they got into the top 8 once, right? When I participated in the Rio Olympics, that time they were in the top 16, 16 to 8, lost to Niwa, lost to Mizutani. How can they be a flash in the pan? They've been continuously improving through their own efforts.
Read more about table tennis on my blog, PingSunday.com. Get free ebook and coaching advices. See you in the next video.